What's going on, champs and champets? It's FireMonkey here, and we have some pretty interesting news regarding the brand new Fortnite hotfix that will be going live tomorrow. That's right, we're talking about something that happens tomorrow, just because of the fact that Epic Games accidentally did one of their little mistakes where they pushed the newsfeed live a little bit earlier than intended, typically a day or two earlier than when they normally wanted it to go live, and it ends up leaking some of the upcoming content. Luckily, none of the content that gets leaked is like, hey, massive live event stuff, and the only time that's ever really happened throughout the newsfeed, at least recently, was when we got one of the final image teasers for the Fractured live event. But then again, that teaser didn't really give out any of the information of what was happening in the live event, so at the same time, it wasn't really that big of a leak. But of course, today's video is not to ramble on about that, so let me just go ahead and show it on screen. That is right, the one and only Slurp juice, which we have not seen unvaulted and used in the normal Fortnite loot pool in a very long time, is going to be unvaulted tomorrow morning at around 9 a.m. Eastern time. It could be a little bit earlier than that, and it could be a little bit later than that when they actually unvault it, but it's basically confirmed. You know, how it got confirmed and everything is Epic Games put the newsfeed live a day early that, hey, Slurp Juice is returning to the Fortnite island, right? Now, if you're someone who hasn't played Fortnite in a long time, or you're just a new player to the game, you may not actually remember how Slurp Juice works. So for anyone who needs a quick little refresher on this item, simply put, it's basically, you know, like how you have your small shield potions, your shield pots, all that type of stuff. It's like that. However, it will regenerate 75 health or 75 shield, or a mix of both up to a total of 75 regenerated, depending on how much health or shield you have left, and it's basically like an overtime effect. We've seen something similar in recent times with stuff like Guzzle Juice, but Slurp Juice is finally returning, and it does not appear like it's been reworked or, you know, modified in any crazy ways. It appears that it's going to be the same old Slurp Juice that you all know and love, so that's just something to be excited for. That's something to get hyped for, especially for someone who likes being a little bit nostalgic over older items in the loot pool, and it's something that honestly was not expected, right? Because whenever it comes to Epic Games unvaulting old things, typically what we see them unvault is weapons here or there, right? It's like, oh hey, you know, for example, we literally have the Burst Assault Rifle right now. That was an old weapon that got unvaulted and, you know, re-enabled in the loot pool, but we haven't seen them really go much into unvaulting old consumables, so it is nice to see this happen. And who knows, maybe in the very near future we could see even more consumables get unvaulted, because imagine if one day, you know, Epic Games was just like, hey, you remember the Chug Jug? We've brought that back to the loot pool. Have fun, go crazy, you know, use it however you want to use it, and just go wild, right? You know, enjoy having this old item back in the loot pool, and it does in a way make you guys a little bit more nostalgic over those older things. So at the end of the day, I think this is just, you know, a nice little bonus for people who are, you know, wanting to get nostalgic over old items, but at the same time, I don't see it as a bad item at all, because of the fact that, you know, it was useful back then. It hasn't really changed much, so it's going to be useful nowadays, and in the current loot pool, since we don't really have that many alternatives that kind of, you know, do the same effect, like, you know, Guzzle Juice or whatever, which I don't think's enabled anymore. I'm pretty sure we just have Slap Juice on the island right now. It does kind of make sense for this to be here, especially with the whole entire mini lore of what's been going on with the storyline and everything recently. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but, you know, we have the whole Slap Juice factory and everything like that, but there is a rift encounter in the game that is kind of like this play on Slap Juice versus Slurp Juice, and it makes sense for this mini event to go on, you know, this mini side story, because in the past we've had other side stories, such as, if I remember correctly, we had one against Burger and Tomato Town, you know, Pizza Pit, whatever, where, you know, it was like there's this town, there's this food restaurant versus this food restaurant. So Epic Games does a lot of these mini storylines on their island all the time, and it makes sense for them to bring back an item that goes along with one of those storylines currently happening. Now, regarding other stuff that could be coming with tomorrow's hotfix update, we currently don't know of anything since it is a Tuesday. I think we might get new challenges. I mean, I can check, you know, the in-game menu right away here. And actually, no, I can't, because, you know, we don't have any countdowns or anything here. But, you know, oh yeah, actually tomorrow we're going to get the Witcher quest, so you'll be able to get some new stuff from the Battle Pass if you own it. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be a nice little day of, you know, some mini content for you guys. And I'll probably make a video talking about, you know, those challenges tomorrow as they come out, you know, telling you what all you have to do or whatnot, and just having some fun rambling on in a Fortnite bot lobby. But, you know, other than that, there really isn't much. So, you know, for today's question comment of the day, I gotta know, what do you guys think about Slurp Juice coming back to the Fortnite island, and what do you think's better? Are you team Slap Juice or are you team Slurp Juice? Personally, for me, I'm gonna be a little bit biased here. I'm gonna be honest. I might be a little bit biased towards Slap Juice. I know, shocker, right? But I think I might have to be on Team Slap Juice this time around. You know, maybe it's just me trying to play it a little, you know, cool with the newer items. But I do like Slap Juice a lot. I love how it gives you infinite, you know, sprint durability for a limited amount of time. It gives you some health or shield backup as well. But I can understand the side you're coming from if you decide to go down the path of being a Slurp Juice enjoyer. So until next time, I'll see you champs and champettes tomorrow with another YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and peace out.